Okay, so in this short video I want to discuss what happens when you cannot solve the task, or if the task is incorrect even though you think it is correct. What should you do? Or if you're having trouble even understanding what's the idea and how should it be implemented in code. So there are several things that you need to know. Okay, so first, one of the things is that you need to read the task description carefully and check if the names are correct of the classes and the attributes and so on. And also you need to check if the capitalization is okay, if you're adhering to the Java classes and attributes convention. So what happens if I try to check this solution if it's not, I haven't even started completing it. So I will try to check, and now I will get all sorts of things which are basically wrong. So once you get errors like this, you should probably read them a little bit. So for example, error cannot find symbol, and here television set and so on. Symbol is class television set. So basically speaking, the test's open here also, but it's a blank file, so I will close it. Actually you cannot see it, it's not blank. So the problem here is that the compilation has failed. So you can pick the author's solution, but that's not beneficial here. You haven't even started working on it. Try to start working on it. So I will start by defining the class, and I will on purpose make the name like it's not supposed to be. It's not television. It's not television. It should be television set. Yeah. So I will try to check it once again, and again I should probably get like the same error. Still the class television set cannot be found, so that's the main problem. Actually the tests which are already provided are trying to make an object of the television set class, and they cannot find that class. Okay, so now I will rename it television set. Okay, so now I will check again, and unfortunately this is not very intuitive, but that's the way it is at this point in the Academy plugin. So you have multiple errors here. So for example, there is no symbol volume, there is no symbol current program. These are all, I will now close this so I can see the task text. These are all attributes which should be actually implemented. They are not implemented yet. So now I will write them one at a time. So the first attribute is named volume, which is an integer. So int volume. Okay. The second is the initial value of the attribute is 5, but I will not write that yet. An attribute named current program, which is the number of the program currently showing on the television, so it's also an integer. Current program. You have to watch for the lowercase and the capital case letters here. These are attributes. Okay, and the attribute named is on, which says if the TV is on or not. So it's a true false value. It's actually a Boolean attribute, so is on. Okay, so now everything is here except the initial values. So I will try to check the solution again. It will not be correct, but I should probably get a bit different. Okay, so I have something like this. Now everything is there, so the solution can be compiled, the tests can run. So, but I see that we have 3 failed tests and we have 0 passed tests. So where can I see what tests have failed? I can see it here. I click on the run. So we have three tests. So test is on is the test for this attribute is on. Test current program is the attribute for this is the test for this attribute, sorry, and the test volume test is the test for this attribute volume. So you can see that the names of the tests actually contain the word test and then contain the name of the attribute or the method which is being tested. So for test volume, for example, expected value is 5, the actual value is 0. So what's the problem? Here in the text, I will now do it like this. Here in the text, it said that the attribute name volume, which is an integer and represents the current volume level on the television set, the initial value of this attribute is 5. So the test expected the initial value to be 5, but the actual value is 0. So if I put the initial value to 5 and rerun the tests, I should see one test passing and these two not passing. So let's check it. Okay, 2 failed tests and 1 passed test. So if I look at the run here, only the failed tests are shown. You can actually click here to show the passed test. So test volume passed, but these two didn't. So let's see what we haven't completed yet. The attribute name current program, so the initial value of this attribute is 1. And if I look at the test, expected value for this attribute was 1, but actually it was 0. So let's do it like this, 1. And if I try to run the tests again, so only 1 failed test and 2 passed tests. If I look here, so only the test for the isOn attribute has failed. So unfortunately there is no explanation of the expected value and so on. But if you see here, the attribute isOn, the final sentence says that it is assumed that the television is on by default. So that means that the initial value should be true. If it's left like this, the initial value is false. So we do it like this, and then we rerun the tests, and everything should be fine. So if you're getting stuck with a solution and you cannot make it work anyway, and the tests that you are running here actually make no sense, you can still pick the solution like we did before. So the solution is identical in this case because I've completed the task. But in more complex tasks, actually in all tasks, at this point only in more complex tasks, but potentially in all tasks, I will try to make a video explanation like this. So you should see something like this, like in the task 4e, for example. So there is, you have to create 2 classes and so on. If the solution explanation video is available, it should be available down here as a link. So how do you go on with doing tasks? You try to solve the task on your own, you run the tests, see which tests passed, see which tests didn't pass, and then you correct your solution. So if still you're not making it work, you can pick the solution with a side-by-side comparison, and if that still doesn't work, then you can probably see that there is a link down here. So it's a solution explanation video like this one you're seeing, and it should open and you should be able to see the solution. Okay.